How's everybody doing?
Good.
All right, before we get started, the Mavs have been doing something for 19 years, and that's the Seat for Heroes tonight. And so we want to honor 100 of our nation's heroes tonight. And so this is an incredible night just about basketball, but for what people do for our country. So I want to recognize them first. Now to the fun part, medical. Flag, Gafford, Washington, Christie, Davis, Lively, Irving, Exum, all out. Kelly and Musa are active.
Jason, I was just curious. Do you have any military people in your family? If so, have they told you any stories about that service?
My dad was in the Air Force, and so that's as far as medical service goes for me in the sense of a family member. Story-wise, very limited stories because he worked for the airlines, so the Air Force. So he went from the Air Force to the airline business, TWA, for over 30-something years. And so just talked a little about the service and the discipline and what it meant to represent your country.
Can you speak more to about having them in the building and what that's like to have, them in here, their fans will be cheering them on and walk, they'll be honored as they walk in, just what that's like when you've been in the past.
Yeah, I think being a player and now being a coach, to be involved in this program, I think it's important to understand, to recognize others. And these are young women and men who represent our country, to defend our country, for us to be able to live the life that we live. But also, I think it's important to give a little thank you and recognition. And this is what the Mavs have done for 19 years, and many more years to come. To be able to do this as a small token. If it was I would do it more than once. Because that's what it means to recognize others. And these are people who represent our country to the highest.
Jason, what kind of impact do these types of moments when your team will get to meet these men and women after the game, what kind of impact does that have on your players?
Well, I think it just puts things in perspective. Sometimes from afar we see things on the news, but these are the people that are there, being able to defend our rights in our country. And so to be able to have them here, because they're away from their families, their schedules are a little bit different than ours, but just understanding how important it is to recognize them, and to be able to take a second to sign something, but also just to have a conversation. But the biggest conversation is just to say thank you.
Jason, with so many people out, and Utah has a lot of guys out too, can you even take the first two meetings between these two teams that were so close?
Well, I think when you talk about Utah, George is playing at a high level. I would say at an all-star level. So his ability to score. Last night they put up a ton of numbers, big numbers. So understanding offensively, our defense will be tested. For us, we've turned the ball over a lot against them, and so can we take care of the ball and get good shots? And if we can, hopefully that puts us in a position to win a game.
Do you worry about running out of players at some point?
We've been down this road last year, so I don't think it'll happen. But hopefully we can get healthy. Understanding the ankles from last night, that's just part of basketball. But to have so many guys out, but it's next man up mentality, and we've been through this before, so hopefully we don't run out of guys.
Team, you all had to face Jamal Murray last night. You all have Keontae George tonight. What can you take away from guarding Jamal Murray tonight for Keontae George?
Yeah, well, they're ahead of the snake. You look at George; he's coming into his own. He's, I think, figured out his rhythm. Murray is a champion. I don't want to. You can't. It's hard to compare the two. One is a little bit younger, but they both can score in bunches, and so this is another test for our defense to try to take them away.
How important will the two-way guys be tonight with all these players out?
They're always important, and so Musa has been great for us. He didn't play last night. He'll play tonight, and then Kelly had the opportunity last night to play, and he'll play some minutes again tonight.
Jason,
we talk about like American and European players and they have different styles. If you watch an American player, can you tell where they're from inside the states? Does an Oakland player have something? Does a Dallas player have a style? Does an Atlanta player have a style?
That's actually a great question. I would say yes. Maybe not as much as it used to be, because players are moving a lot more. So they can start in Texas, but can end up in New York or in Chicago. So I think with the gravity of just the travel or the movement of school or academy, I think is more of what the player will become. And so I think it's a little bit different than what it used to be. If you were a New York guard, you knew you was from New York. If you were from Oakland, you knew you were a point guard. You knew some of us talked, some of us didn't. But I think now it's come down to the academies that these young kids are going to.
Thanks.
For your short-term medicals, are you expecting anyone back Saturday?
I have no idea. Thanks.